How come there's a difference between the technical analysis on token metrics and that on TradingView for some cryptocurrencies? TradingView says very bullish, token metrics says very bearish. Why do you think there's such a gap? Very good question. So for example, if we go back to Chainlink here, so if we go to technical analysis, so our technical analysis indicators are backtested through our AI, and that's how our scores are determined. While the ones on TradingView, I don't think there's any kind of AI backtest, and I think theirs is based on just, actually, let me see if I can pull up TradingView's trading indicator here. TradingView, because I've not actually used TradingView in forever. Sorry, give me a minute here. I'm just trying to see how to use TradingView here. So Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin. Bill, do you know how to pull up this? Is it under ideas?
Well, believe it or not, I'm not actually familiar with the fact of whether or not these guys have their own bullish or bearish indicators, unless it's working off like what people publish on TradingView.
Actually, it might be the chart. Okay, so here I'll pull up the TradingView one. It's on the left hand side, I believe. It should be an option there. Okay, apologies. Bear with us here. We're doing this live. Earnings calendar. Okay, yeah, I'm not able to find this. Can somebody maybe drop it in the link?
Well, I can, while we're sorting out the technology, I can sort of step in here.
Okay.
So, our models, token metrics models, it's sophisticated in that they use technical indicators, and then it's filtered through machine learning.
Yeah, okay. Actually here, I just found it. Apologies for that. Yeah, so this is what TradingView has. Now looking at this, they have 1 day, so this is for Bitcoin, for example, right? This is 1 month, and theirs is based on pretty much just counting how many say buy and how many say sell and neutral, right? And while that's a good approach, our approach is basically taking that same concept. So for example, we go here to Chainlink. We have indicators as well, but everything is backtested and applied to figure out how accurate our indicators are, right? So I'm not sure if TradingView publishes how accurate theirs are, right? But for us, we can say that from doing thousands and hundreds of thousands of backtests, for example, the technical analysis has an accuracy of 55% on average, right? So that kind of gives you perspective. And that's a pretty good success rate for a good trader. I know Bill was saying that like a genius trader is like 60%, right?
That's correct.
But the cool thing is, this is probably a good time to kind of bring this up, but we're in the process of revamping the grading system to make it easier based on customer feedback. So we'll be combining, let me go back here to the ratings page. So I mentioned we've been testing the quant grade, which has an accuracy of 76%. That's going to basically replace fundamentals and technology and become the new value investor grade. So we'll end up having just 2 ratings on token metrics. We'll have one for value investors, long-term, and one for short-term traders. And the short-term trading grade will basically be replaced by a combination of the price prediction and the technical analysis grade. So you'll end up having just 2 grades. So there'll be less confusion because people have been telling us it's tough to know what to do since we have so many different grades and they don't know which one to follow. So right now in our back tests, we've been testing a new grade. That new combined grade for trader has an accuracy of 68.5%, which beats a genius trader, as Bill says, by 8.5%. And that's by taking our price prediction grade and combining that with the technical analysis grade. But what makes this powerful and different from what TradingView has, for example, we're back testing all of this, right? So right now in our current test, because this isn't live yet, we can say that to get that accuracy of 68.5%, our models have determined, as opposed to using just the technical analysis grade or just the price prediction grade, which we've been testing internally, it's better to use 85% grade from 85% of the weights from the price prediction grade and 15% of the other weights from the TA to come up with one single grade for for the trader grade. So those are the kind of things we're doing that I don't see TradingView doing at all, right? And we're always trying to make things better, right? Especially in times like this. So we're hoping to have all of this live and launched by the end of this month, hopefully. Worst case, probably next month, but we're working fast to launch it this month. And if we do that, it'll be pretty cool because now we can fully automate token metrics, which we think is the holy grail. So the biggest hindrance to our growth has been we've been manually adding tokens and manually going through doing code reviews, technology reviews, fundamental analysis. But now we can say with certainty that we have an automated system that's, for example, the fundamental analysis grade has an accuracy of 64%. That's going to be replaced by the quant grade, which has an accuracy of 76%. So we have over 12% accuracy improvement through the AI, having it fully automated with no human intervention, right? So now we can, the goal would be to automatically import tokens as they're added on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, all these platforms. And we can, the goal would be to launch with 6,000 tokens and have grades for all of them. So you guys will never have to ask, hey, when are you guys adding this? Why is this still, why does this have still scoring on it? Because everything will be fully automated. And that's kind of the holy grail. And then with Token Metrics 2.0, we're looking into adding other data points. So adding sentiment analysis, adding macroeconomic indicators, adding global capital markets, right? So the futures contracts, all the indices, economic indicators, and putting all of that into the AI and having it figure out whether or not something could impact crypto. For example, if we add the VIX indicator, the volatility index, maybe the AI figures out that, hey, when this moves when this moves up or down, it affects Bitcoin this much, and it will affect this altcoin this much, right? Imagine being able to have that data point added to the price predictions. We think that's pretty powerful. So that's kind of what we're working on. And that's why we think, because we think this is the future. And what TradingView does is a nice step, but honestly, it's like the, not caveman days, but it's very basic, very elementary, which is good. It's a good place to start, especially since it's free, right? So if you can't afford Token Metrics, that's fine, right? I definitely don't want to like speak badly of them because they do have a good thing that they're doing, right? But what we're building towards, because Token Metrics is always evolving, right? We're definitely not perfect, but we're always evolving and adding lots of different data points. And Token Metrics 1.0, we had 74 data points. We're working on rebuilding Token Metrics from the ground up in 2.0, which will be coming out and launching next year. And that will have thousands of data points. And how powerful would the AI be with it? Because if it's this powerful with just 74, I mean, with a quant grade now, that's an extra 54 data points, so about 130 something data points or so. But imagine if we have thousands. When I say thousands, I'm thinking, think like over 10,000, maybe even over 100,000 data points. Because I went through the book, the Jim Simons book on the quant revolution. Let me see if I can pull up the book here. And this book was pretty good book. I'll probably give it 4 stars out of 5. But I really like how Jim Simons really took over Wall Street with his strategy. Let me pull this up here. Okay, so this is the book, The Man Who Solved the Market, How Jim Simons Launched the Quant Revolution. Now, for those who haven't read the book, what he did was they have a short-term trading strategy where they're basically doing high-frequency trading. And they have a quant fund. The most successful crypto hedge fund on Wall Street is a quant fund. They go out there and they get as many data points as possible, and they put everything into one single super AI model that then goes out there and finds what trades to make. And they're all short-term trades. They hold them for seconds, minutes, worst case maybe within one day. Now we're doing something similar for crypto, but we're taking more of a long-term investor perspective. So kind of like, it's kind of like half hedge fund, half VC approach, which is different and unique. But we think this is the future, right? We're basically taking technology that is typically reserved for hedge funds and Wall Street and making this accessible to retail investors and traders at a fraction of the cost, right? So that's kind of our way of helping everybody go to the moon and beyond. Bill, any other comments to add to that?
No, it's exciting to be on the teams inside Token Metrics that actually help pick the indicators and build these things, right? You know, I'm not saying I'm like him, but this is one of the things that Ray Dalio did, right? He quantified the way he looked at the markets, right? So these type of tools combined with human analytics, basic risk management, you know, they can make you a lot of money when it's going up and save you from getting wrecked when it's going down. Because, you know, just sitting down at your desk to trade is so hard and so discouraging for people, right? That we can actually bring a lot of hope.
Yeah. Yeah. So very, very excited. This is kind of the vision of Token Metrics. And yeah, Walker says, cut down, love the vision. Ian and Bill opening the Bridgewater and the old school card techniques. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, all this for the crypto family. So thank you all for all the support. We appreciate it.